I'm Rajat Raghuram from Presidency School, Bangalore South, and I'm the wildcard entry for Big Your Viva Nova. Viva Nova is basically a talent show, and my talent that I'm portraying is unique but pretty common. So I'm going to be doing stand-up comedy. Comedy is what we all see around us, whether it's at home, whether it's school, whether it's at history class, you see it everywhere. So basically, I went for the auditions and I came to the semis and lost to an actor. So I probably start off with poking some of the actors first. So Salman Khan, he's a real big guy in the news these days. And each and every time he gets a film, his role keeps on deteriorating. First he was in Wanted, an IPS officer. Then he was in Dabangg, a police officer. Afterwards, he was in Bodyguard and became a bodyguard. Predictions show that by 2014, he's going to have a role as a postman. And the climax probably would be him delivering a mail to Manmohan Singh, actually informing him that the Prime Minister of India actually has more powers than the chairman of the UPA. Then Manmohan Singh actually will realize that it's not Sonia Gandhi who's the head of India. Well, see, a lot of stuff that we've learned in history class has really taught a few lessons. Like in olden days, head of tribes used to fight with each other just to become the head of the tribe. So that thing actually happened in India. Well, Manmohan Singh probably wouldn't be the Prime Minister because he would have lost to Sonia Gandhi. But Salman Khan would have probably been the Prime Minister, and then our anthem would have drastically changed to the only anthem with body movements. Yeah, it's tough seeing Mahendra Singh Dhoni doing that in a cricket match. Well, now that you've seen I'm pretty anti-Manmohan, I like to jump a bit to politics. Well, we had many presidents and a lot of prime ministers, but the prime ministers are the ones which provided us family entertainment because all the scams and everything. So, talking about our prime minister, Jawaharlal Nehru proved a rich man can become a prime minister. Lal Bahadur Shastri proved a poor man can become prime minister. Deve Gowda proved practically anybody can become prime minister. And Manmohan Singh proves that India does not need a prime minister. Well, you see, there was this conference once where Sonia Gandhi, Barack Obama, and the Chancellor of Germany, Angela Merkel, there was a big thing where they talked about all the technological developments. Barack Obama started off pretty confident, saying that we had a baby born without no arms. We stitched mechanical arms and now he's a professional boxer, and next week you're going to be going to the Olympics. The Chancellor of Germany starts laughing and she says, we had a baby born without legs, we attached mechanical legs, and now he's a 3-time Olympic gold medalist in marathon. Then Sonia Gandhi starts laughing. And both of them look at Sonia Gandhi and think, what possible technological developments could India have? And Sonia Gandhi says, we had a baby born without a head, and then we attached a coconut and a turban on him, and now he's the Prime Minister of India. People said America is a weird country. I agree. I definitely agree. The best rapper is white, Eminem. The best golfer is black, Tiger Woods. And the tallest man in basketball is Chinese. But what about India? The best rapper is a Punjabi. The best golfer is a woman. And the most powerful woman in India is an Italian. Pretty weird, but believable. Well, you see, with all the school things happening, I like to start off with a few school jokes. So, a girl who had a report card, parent-teacher meeting. So when she went, the teacher said, she's a very good student, but she's pretty talkative. But I have devised a formula that will make her quiet so that she won't make any noise in the class. The father of the daughter went and told the teacher, if it works, please tell me so I can use it on my wife. The wife hears about this and gets really angry. She has to get back. So this girl has a history project saying, how did the human race start? So she goes to her mother and asks, how did the human race start? And she says, it's pretty simple. First there was Adam and Eve, and they ate an apple, and the devil threw them on the earth, and then children were born just like that, and that's how the human race is formed. Then she goes on to her father and asks, how was the human race formed? So he says, it all started from the apes. Apes evolved, and then they became what we are today. So this girl is confused, and then she goes and asks her mother, how come you're telling me one side of the story and he's telling me the other side of the story? And he's saying, no, he just told you his side of the family and I told you mine. Now out of all this IPL that happened, it's pretty easy to make jokes. Like We actually found out that Srishant was not an underperformer, he became an under-the-table performer. One person that we should salute in all this mess is Ashish Nehra, because he gave more runs than Srishant without actually taking money. Harsha Bhogle too has become a big part of the IPL. His new autobiography should be Here Today, Gone Tomorrow. Well, I'm also not only a stand-up comedian but a mega debater. In my, I actually talk about stuff that matters, like why Gangnam Style shouldn't be called a dance. Yeah, I'm also a mega debater. I debate on topics that are actually real, that are good, that actually make sense. Like why Gangnam Style shouldn't be called a dance. Like why Pune FC plays better cricket than the Pune Warriors. And like why cooking Maggi is faster than Saurav Ganguly's innings. But these questions shall only be answered in Pune on 22nd December. I know, this gives me a good edge to get more votes. But that's how it is. Signing off, Rajat from Presidency School.